Okay, so video number 3 in the Plague Inc. series is going to be Fungus, and we're going to continue on with the casual play. We'll work our way up to normal, brutal, and mega brutal. So, Fungus Casual, we'll stick with the same name. Now, because, again, those of you that haven't watched the other videos, during your time as a new player, you will not have genetic code modifications in the first casual run. So even though I have them now because I've previously played this and unlocked them, I'm not going to use them. I'm going to show you how you beat this without the genetic modifications. If I was to use genetic modifications in the early casual play, it would kind of be like cheating. So I will wait to use those until at least brutal, if not mega brutal, but probably on brutal. So let's just go into casual, and Fungus is going to load up. All of these beginning level casuals should be pretty easy to win without too much effort off the start. So I'm just going to stick with India since we did so good on it in the first 2 rounds. And DNA at 2. So we begin in India with our first human. We'll turn the speed up to full speed. Now, fungus spores find it hard to travel large distances, so you must evolve fungal spore abilities to infect new countries. So what that means for you, if you're used to this game, under abilities is a spore burst. It releases a burst of plague spores into the air that will automatically infect a new country. So if you see a slow transmission, you're going to use these spore bursts to get onto new countries. So what I typically do is wait until we've infected the most common countries. And then when we get into those hard to infect countries like Iceland, Greenland, Morocco, the islands, the Caribbean, and some of the other smaller countries, then I'll use the spore burst to instantly infect them rather than waiting a long time for them to naturally do it. Otherwise, you can get detected, the cure can start, they can build the cure, and you'll run out of time. So hold on to those as long as you can. They're only 1 DNA to start, not necessary in the beginning. So let's get going. Okay, so 2 DNA will start popping orange. Now, once you're in a country, it will spread as usual. The problem is spreading to new countries, and that's the downside to this fungus. All right, so you can see already we're infecting 65. We've popped some oranges. We're up to 9 DNA. We'll pop the orange one and go to 10. And now we can do transmission. Again, air and water. I'll start with water. It really doesn't matter which one you start with, either way. Always keep track of what would happen in real life because this game is based on real life. So, if you want to travel via boat to get to places that have boat ports, you need to do the infection via water. And if you want to get to places by air, you have to do it via infection by air to get onto the airplanes. All right. Keep popping the orange ones. We've infected hundreds. We're up to about 6. Now with 11, you can go back to transmission and grab air, or vice versa. If you grabbed air first, grab water. Once you have level 1 of each of those, it should be okay. So we want to pay attention once you start infecting thousands to make sure we do jump to another country with fungus, because fungus has such a problem moving country to country. If you don't jump, then you'll want to manually spore burst to start moving it. So we're at 21. Another orange one puts us at 22. I'm going to grab the birds. Now the reason I'm grabbing the birds is because they're the fastest way to carry it across countries. So we'll grab that. That will help. Still at 13. So you can see we're not jumping any countries like we would expect once we get to TB levels. We finally did just go to Southeast Asia, so we're good. We don't have to do a spore burst yet. We're at 17, more infectious than HIV. 19, transmission, grab water 2 and air 2. So I'm going to grab water 2 first. We're spreading to more countries, so the fungus isn't slowing us down just yet. Okay, insomnia symptom mutated. So let's go to symptoms. Just like the virus before, we're going to try to keep symptoms at a minimum to not get detected, especially considering fungus takes more time to spread. With insomnia, I'll typically let this one go because it doesn't usually cause too many problems, and it is something you're going to want later in the game. So I'm going to let that one go. Shouldn't hurt us. Okay, we just spread again. We are up to 21, so we're going to go to transmission and grab air 2. We're infecting more countries. We're at 1.5 billion, so we haven't done bad yet. The next thing we're going to grab is our cold air resistance. and hot air resistance when you have enough. So the hot air is going to cost us 12. We're at 10. Just need 2 more. There it is. So we'll grab hot air as well. All right, spread to a few more countries. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a spore burst right around here. When I get around 2 billion to 3 billion, I will start spore bursting to speed it up. So let's do 1 and 1 in the bottom. And we should grab a couple of countries here, which we did. Okay. Almost to 2 billion, so not a bad start. No cure yet. Figure as long as you get to 3 or 4, you should be okay. Now the coughing symptom is mutated, so let's check that out. Coughing is a great spreader. If we devolve it, we will get 2 DNA points. So to stop the cure, I'm going to go ahead and devolve it right now. Grab 2 points. Okay, we're up to 17. So come back over to abilities and grab drug resistance, always important. And I'm going to spore burst one more time. It's up to 6, so be careful what you spend there. And we went to the island, so that's good. Over here in New Guinea and the Philippines. Okay, we're still spreading. Okay, the cure just started. You notice it went to 1%. We're at 43. So with abilities, I'm going to grab Cold 2. And transmission, I'm going to grab bioaerosol for air and water combined too. So we need to spread a little faster. We're at 3.9 billion. And we still have quite a few countries we need to get to. So we got to speed this up a little bit. There we go, 4 billion. We grabbed about 5 or 6 more countries, so that's good news. Let's check our country updates. Yeah, we still have plenty to go. Coughing has been upgraded. Okay, now we have 40. I'm going to come over here and do drug resistance 2. That'll get us in the rich countries. All right. Almost to 5 billion. There's the 5 billion. Still spreading, still doing well. We shouldn't have to spore burst too much with all these countries popping up. We're doing pretty good coverage here. Almost to 6 billion. All right, let's check the map again for the countries that we're missing. Shouldn't be many. Yep, getting down just a few more. Okay, anemia is a symptom I'm going to go ahead and devolve and grab the 2 points from. Okay, I'm going to spore burst now to make sure we cover our country. There we go. Right, let's world check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 more countries to spread to. 6 more. 5. What countries are they? Madagascar, the Caribbean, Greenland, Iceland, and New Zealand. So a couple cold, couple hot. I'm going to go ahead and spore burst again and spore burst another time to grab 2 more. There we go. Iceland, Caribbean, Madagascar, New Zealand. And that leaves us with just Greenland. Might as well just go ahead and spore burst that as well. And we have all the countries. So now we just need to kill people. Progress on infection is almost up there. We have 100 points, and Greenland is the last one. We're at 98% infectivity, and yep, 99%. Just waiting on Greenland, which is about half done. Then we can start killing people. Okay, there it is. No more healthy people. Come over to symptoms, build up cyst, abscess, systemic infection, coma, total organ failure, paranoia so they don't work together, and seizures. Should start killing people almost instantly. There it is. Only at 28% cure. We'll use the rest of the points we get from the death to do genetic reshuffle, and we should be okay. Okay, 200 million dead. 600 million. Okay, first billion out of 7 gone. Paralysis. Second billion gone. All right, let's go ahead and genetic reshuffle. 3.5 billion, we're halfway there. Right, 6 billion going. Genetic reshuffle again. More symptoms to kill people with. 6.5 billion. Only need to get to 7.1 billion. 6.8, 6.9. All right, there we go. We're at 40% cure, so a little more than I would have liked, but still a solid finish. 7 billion dead and counting. And 7.1 billion, 26, 23, 22, 21, 15 million left. Should be no one left to work on the cure. 4 million, 2 million. A little bit slow at the end here. 1.1, 800,000, 400, 200, 50,000, 20,000, 10,000. And that's the end of the world. So we have beat level 3 Fungus Casual in 727 days. 2-star ranking, 3,320 score with a 41% cure ratio. Okay, so that is episode number 3. That is casual rating with Fungus. And again, we will circle back and do all of the brutals, mega brutals, and advanced levels in the next round. I'm going to go all the way through the casuals and then come all the way back through one at a time. They'll be numbered. So check those out. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the like button if you enjoy this. I will see you guys next time.